Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for March 16th, 2014. We're getting closer and closer to spring, but it feels more like February. In fact, I typed February for the snow forecast this morning. That was a mistake. I resent it out. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the temperatures as we get ready for another spectacular day. Temperatures right now, as of 9:45 a.m., range from the mid to upper 20s over the interior and the lower to mid 30s in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, mid to upper 30s along the New Jersey coast. And we have a northwesterly wind at about 5 to 15 miles per hour, at times gusting to 25 miles per hour. And when we put in the wind chill here, let's load that up real fast. And we're in the teens and 20s. So it's very cold out there for this time of year. We should have a low right now of 33 degrees, 32 degrees. And it's almost 10 a.m. and we're pretty much starting to hit our normal low temperature. So you can see pretty much we've been below normal for this time of year. And unfortunately, temperatures aren't going to be moving all that much the rest of the day. Lower to mid 30s over the interior, mid to upper 30s in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and upper 30s to possibly 40 degrees around the New Jersey coast. So it's clearly below normal for this time of year. We should be in the lower 50s. We have a storm brewing to our south. Now, you see all this moisture here, and you might be saying, hey, it looks like a major winter storm's on the way. Nah. No, it's pretty much going to move from west to east here. I'm going to show you why on the water vapor satellite picture. But there's plenty of moisture here to work with, and this storm is rather energetic, and it's producing some pretty good thunderstorms over the southeast. But notice we're kind of getting this line of suppression starting to develop here. We can see that very clearly on the radar as that cold, dry air is pushing south. You can kind of see that line right here. And that's going to continue to push south through today. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see our low pressure system developing very nicely. And you can see our cold front boundary settled well to the south all the way down to North Carolina. And this low pressure system basically is going to travel right along this cold front and right out into the Atlantic. So you can see right now everything's pretty much moving from west to east. And when we pull up the water vapor satellite picture, you can see that very clearly. What I have here are the surface pressures in the front, and the blue are the upper level winds. Now you can see over the Mississippi River Valley, the winds basically move from west to east. If this storm is coming up the coast, you'd see more of a southwest to northeast trajectory here, but instead, all the moisture and this strong disturbance here is clearly moving from west to east, and that's basically a clear example or clear suggestion that we're dealing with a suppressed low pressure system here and not a storm that's going to move up the coast. Thus, as I've been saying for several days, this is a minor snow threat for much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. In fact, north of New York City, basically a few snow showers, if that. New York City to Philadelphia, a very brief period of light snow, a trace to at most 2 inches of snow, mostly on grassy surfaces. The jackpot area, if you want to call it that, is southern New Jersey, especially around Wildwood and Cape May. You could see about 3-4 inches, and isolated bursts up to 6 inches. That 6 inches is going to be extremely isolated and most likely focused on cold surfaces like on a grass or in cars, areas like that. If you have a treated roadway, it should pretty much be a wet roadway for the most part, as temperatures are going to be cold, but the snowfall is going to be overall rather light. And this is not an impressive system in any way, shape, or form as far as the northern Mid-Atlantic. Now, for Virginia and West Virginia and portions of the higher terrain in North Carolina, could produce a nice little snowfall over 6 inches in some locations. But I really don't expect much in the way of significant impacts for tomorrow morning over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance. I'm going to use the GFS model guidance for this morning. Again, for today, increasing clouds throughout the day. No precipitation is expected through the day. Temperatures rebounding into the mid to upper 30s, possibly some lower 40s in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. The best chance for 40-degree temperatures will be basically right around southern New Jersey, right around Atlantic City and Wildwood and those locations. For tonight, the clouds increase as snow moves in around 10 p.m. as scattered snow showers increase into steady snow, especially to the south of Philadelphia after midnight. Look for temperatures to fall very impressively into the upper teens to lower 20s. So snowfall accumulation initially will not be an issue here as far as being able to accumulate. The problem is that it's going to be very light. Okay, and then once it picks up in intensity, then the temperatures start to rise above freezing a little bit. So the temperatures are going to be marginal. Now on Monday, during the day, look for periods of light snow, tapering off in the afternoon very quickly. Basically, for locations north of New York City, you're high and dry. New York City to Philadelphia, scattered snow showers. In southern New Jersey is going to be the last holdout until about 4 p.m. for light snow. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 30s. A very chilly day indeed. We should be in the lower to mid 50s, so we're about 15 to 20 degrees below what we should be. But the good news is that, much like the last cold blast, this one will not last long. By Tuesday, high pressure takes control, and we're dealing with temperatures ranging from the upper teens to lower 20s for lows and upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. On Wednesday, we have an approaching cold front on the way. High pressure will be in control through much of the day, but clouds will increase through the day. Look for temperatures in the mid to upper 20s for lows and lower to mid 40s for highs. Then on Thursday, we have that cold front move through, but it's a Pacific cold front. So really what we're introducing is milder air. It's a different air mass. It's a refreshed air mass, but clearly one of Pacific origin. So we'll deal with a few scattered showers in the morning, followed by clearing skies. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 30s, high temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s over the interior, and lower to mid 50s along the coast. On Friday, we warm up very nicely, almost slightly above normal temperatures. High pressure generally in control with a southwesterly wind. Temperatures in the lower to mid 30s for lows, mid to upper 50s for highs. Don't be surprised to see a few lower to mid 60s develop over southern New Jersey if we get enough of a downsloping wind set up off of the Appalachian Mountains. And then for Saturday and Sunday of next week, we have a few passing showers to deal with, but overall, a very nice weekend on the way. Temperatures on Saturday, it's almost like a repeat of this weekend, although slightly warmer. Temperatures on Saturday in the upper 30s to lower 40s, and then highs in the mid to upper 50s, a few lower to mid 60s over southern New Jersey. And then on Sunday, we cool down again because of that cold front moving through, with temperatures in the lower to mid 30s for lows and mid to upper 40s for highs. As far as the snowfall threat, let me just go over this real fast. Again, this is the final storm impact forecast for tomorrow, really tonight into tomorrow. Start time, scattered snow showers between 10 p.m. and 12 a.m. on Sunday. That's today, obviously. Ending tomorrow afternoon between 2 to 4. That means all snow showers, everything done between this time period. Worst conditions between 2 a.m. Monday and 11 a.m. Monday. So pretty much during our morning rush hour. The evening rush hour should be high and dry. Zone 1, a trace of snow, if that. A few snow showers, not a big deal. Most locations will remain dry. Zone 2, light snow, a period of light snow in the morning, trace to 2 inches. Roadways should just be wet. Okay, if you have any type of treated roadway, you put some salt out there, you'll be fine. Again, a trace to 2 inches. Best chance for that 2 inches would be over the Philadelphia metro on south. And then in zone 3, 3 to 6 inches of snow. Let me preface that I have the discussion right here. Most locations in southern New Jersey will be around 3 to 4 inches, but you could end up with a few isolated moderate to heavy bursts of snow pushing you to 5 or 6 inches. Most treated roadways will just be wet. Okay, this is not a major snow threat at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if almost all locations around here end up just around 3 inches. The fact of the matter is that the heaviest precipitation will not only remain to our south, but also will fall pretty much during the daylight hours on Monday morning. And again, this update was set up as of 8:17 this morning, so this is the latest update that we have. So again, this isn't a major winter storm. If you're going out to the parade tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day, bring a heavy jacket because the main impact on this parade is really not going to be the snow. It's going to be the wind coming in from the north around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Combine that with temperatures in the 30s and 20s and 30s. You're going to have a wind chill in the teens. So it's going to be pretty chilly out there for the parade. So do take some caution there and wear a heavy jacket, gloves, coat, whatnot. So that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.